Hey Seminole, we have a youth sports challenge and we really need your help to solve it. Today there are 3 ballparks in unincorporated Seminole: Cross Bayou, Seminole Junior Warhawks, and SYAA. They were built in the 80s and they're really starting to show their age. Take a look. When these were first built, there was a special taxing district that was created to operate and maintain 2 of them. But it was only allowed to collect taxes for 3 years. Since then, all 3 parks have relied on participation fees, fundraisers, and grants to keep them going. But it just hasn't been enough. So Pinellas County commissioned a study to figure out what was needed. And wow, the study showed that we have more demand than we have sports fields. It recommended adding fields and bringing the facilities up to today's standards. We basically have years of maintenance to catch up on, plus some much needed upgrades to do. We worked with the 3 youth sports organizations to come up with a plan that everyone could agree on. Then the county figured out a way to pay for a lot of the improvements. We've got $10 million approved from the Federal American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA. We have $8.75 million from our penny for Pinellas 1-cent sales tax, and that's intended for improvements like this. But the recommended upgrades will cost at least $21 million. And then there's the operation and maintenance. We have to make sure that there's enough money to keep these ballparks in good shape for our children and our grandchildren. And the ARPA and penny money can't be spent on operations. Those costs, power, maintenance, insurance, mowing, everything the parks need, are around $400,000 a year. So what are we gonna do? The organizations that run these parks today have an idea. They've asked the county commissioners to create what is called a Municipal Service Taxing Unit, or MSTU. What is an MSTU? Well, a community can ask the Board of County Commissioners to create special taxing districts to make improvements or provide services just for that community. The MSTU adds a small amount to everyone's property tax to pay for something very specific in that area. In this case, every property owner in the unincorporated area around these fields would pay a little bit more just for these facilities. That money would not go to the state. It would not be used countywide. By law, it will only be used to pay for these sports facilities right here in unincorporated Seminole. Okay, so how would this work? The proposal is to create an MSTU called the Unincorporated Seminole Sports District that would include the area in orange on this map. The Board of County Commissioners would be the official governing body. They would delegate management to a nonprofit organization. The new organization would have a board made up of 3 representatives from the groups that manage the fields now, plus 4 residents. The nonprofit organization would propose the budget and oversee the operations and maintenance. It's all about local funding and local control. The same thing was done in 2014 in Eastlake. They were in a similar situation with youth sports facilities that just weren't meeting the needs. Today, those facilities are looking great and are used all the time. It's been a real success. So if you live in the unincorporated area in Seminole, we'd like to know your thoughts on this. If the county uses other funds to kick off these upgrades for youth sports, are you good with making a contribution through your property taxes to maintain them and make improvements down the road? The proposal is to match what was done in Eastlake, $250,000. To figure out what that means, you need to know your property's taxable value. That's often far less than the market value because of homestead and Save Our Homes exemptions. You can find that at taxcollect.com. The proposed amount equals $25 for every $100,000 of taxable value. So if your taxable value is $200,000, you would pay $50 a year to keep kids playing in parks that are a lot better than this. If your taxable value is $300,000, your share would be $75 a year. Before the county invests millions to improve these facilities, they have to know that the parks will be taken care of so that we don't end up in a situation like this again. Members of the Board of County Commissioners want your opinion, so read up on it at pinellas.gov/SeminoleRec. Give it some thought and fill out the survey or reach out to your county commissioners. If you want to know more about these ballparks, talk to the people who operate them and have asked for the MSTU. We've put their contact information on our website at pinellas.gov Seminole Rec. These sports fields have been part of the fabric of Seminole family life for decades. They help us raise healthy, active kids who become responsible adults. Let the county commissioners know what you think of this plan to improve and take care of the ballparks. We hope they'll be a source of fun and learning for generations to come.